So what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Wayne. We back in the building with a live stream this time. You know what I mean?
You ugly motherfucker.
And yeah, man. So I'm gonna start trying to get some live streams done during the day, and this is kind of just one of them I'm gonna do. I'm only gonna probably be on for about an hour, maybe an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. But it ain't even nothing really too serious. It was just, hold on real quick. Yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about something real quick, just because the videos were all over the internet, and it's cool that they on the internet, but I just want to get my thoughts and see how y'all felt about it, really. Um, but so if you don't know, hold on, we got the Rizz bot. So I don't really know if people really been making videos on the Rizz bot, but the Rizz bot is out there in the in the world and doing what it. Come on, bro. The Rizz bot is out there doing what it do. Making its rounds, messing with people, stuff like that. And they got him in New York. I think they have him in another city or two. But yeah. With that being said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe when you step in the building. And yeah. So yeah. I just wanted to talk about these Rizz bots. So we have Rizz bots, right? Now this is the first iteration of the robot that's like out there. Not like out there. I mean, there's probably tons of companies trying to make them, but this is like the real first like live testing with like humans and like in like a more broader sense, not at like special events like something that Tesla got or something that another company's got, but like just amongst the general population. So they're fun. They're actually funny as hell. Some of these clips are fucking hilarious. But it seems cute, fine, and dandy. But it was a couple things that like just made me like
You have to read
it jarred me just in my brain. And I just wanted to know if y'all did it. I don't know if one of those clips is going to be inside of this like montage of people interacting with the robot, but I just wanted to talk about it and get my 2 cents on it because I wanted to be completely honest and just like I said, I'm doing content. I'm trying to switch content up and I'm making content about different things and so I want to like talk more. I want to engage more, but and I want to kind of not have this channel just be about pot of blue and foul love, what I mean, shit like that. But we're gonna get into other topics. We're gonna do other stuff in and outside of me live streaming too. So yeah, let's get into it and talk about these Rizz bots. These Rizz bots are hilarious, bro. First and foremost.
No.
You know what I mean? And they ugly too, you know what I mean?
You ugly motherfucker.
So whoever designed the face, they need to change the face, but bruh, these joints is hilarious. But yeah, let's watch a clip or two and I'll talk about it.
Can I help you, bitch?
What are you gonna do about it, bro? Yeah. So pull up.
See, this may be funny, fine, and what I mean, like weird or whatever like that, but this was the first thing that like drew my attention. Like, okay, if you want people to accept robots in the future being amongst us, doing things, kind of like living that iRobot dream life, right? Why do you have these things cursing? I'll never understand why you have these things cursing. Why are they cursing? Why are they hold on real quick. Yeah, why are they cursing? You know what I mean? That's just for me. That's the first thing I'm thinking. Like, why are they cursing? Why are they using sound clips that have any type of language that's cursing. And not to say that I'm not above board saying, oh, like, why are they cursing just to curse? But you want people to accept it. You can't have them cursing, screaming, calling people out their name and doing stuff like that. You got to have it be fun, interactive, or 100% helpful. But I don't know if it's an algorithm thing or they got like Claude or ChatGPT just feeding it scenarios to where it's like what it should say. But to me, this is scary. Like, I don't want no robot ever cursing or something like that. It just sends me like it sends me like, if it curse and flip somebody off, well, it could potentially do more. Cause it already kind of knows about cursing. It already kind of knows about flipping somebody off. It already knows about yelling or screaming or doing any of this extra stuff. So that was my whole concern, but we gonna let it play.
Can I take a selfie?
No, God! No, God, please, no!
All right.
No!
All right.
No! No!
I'm not a doctor, but I think you need some vitamin D. Can I get your number to prescribe some?
What the dog doing?
Now that shit was funny, nigga. I don't care what nobody say. What the dog doing, nigga? That was hilarious, bro. Whoever programmed these joints, whoever programmed that voice into that like bot, and it did that, that was fucking hilarious. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That shit was hilarious. My man just walking is like, what the dog doing? That shit is hilarious.
What the dog doing?
Damn! God damn!
And that's scary too. That right there, a lot of people ain't gonna look at it and think that that's not scary. That's scary too. Cause my man just traversed them stairs, like moving like at a normal pace, not like at a walking or 100% robotic, and it stayed upright. So the moment that somebody not even snatch somebody's purse or like run out like a criminal, but the moment, you know, one of them robots be like, hey, you there, stop, and you get the hitting it on them, bruh, that robot is gonna be on that robot gonna be on your ass, bruh. And it's gonna be running. Like, that's scary to me. Like, it's little things like this that, like, everybody think it's cute, it's fun, because we got smartphones, and people may think I'm cynical or I'm doom and gloomish. No, I'm just saying, like, you got these things cursing, you got these things moving downstairs all fast. They not moving like 100% robots, which I think is the only way it should ever work. And that's nerve-wracking to me, because I don't want one of these joints around me. And we got too many TV shows, too many movies of these things going bad. I don't know if y'all ever seen it. I think it was on Hulu, but it was a show called Humans, and it was a fine ass Asian woman that played like the main character. And she was like, it was like synthetic rope, like it was robots. They kind of move robotic, but they did everything. The guy had the robot in the house, cooking, cleaning, doing everything else. And we're gonna talk about that too later on in this vid and stuff like that. But yeah, it seems like cute and fun and all that, but these robots, man, and I get it, they're small, so they're unassuming. You just think you're gonna squabble with this robot, but what if you got 10 of these joints, you know, and you gotta squabble with them? You dead. And they have metal. You know what I mean? Like, this is nerve-wracking, bruh.
What do they call you Rizz when you don't even have any fridge and you don't even have a face?
Fucking die!
What? Oh
Oh my god.
See, it's stuff like that. Everybody thinks this is like cool and cute and funny, but I know like this is like testing the robots, like their limits, their tolerances, crashes, like software, stuff like that. I know that they're testing 1,000,000,001 things about these robots, but this stuff here, this is the scary stuff that like us as not consumers, I guess we'll be the end consumers of these things, but us as like people interacting with these robots, we got to keep this in our mind. Like, these are still robots and they're yelling, not yelling, but they're like cussing and stuff like that. It's all fun and games until we say, all right, well, we got these robots amongst the general population. You can ask it for directions. You can ask it to take a picture. You can ask it to, I don't know, tie my shoe or something like that, or pick up something off the ground. Or you can ask it to go on Walmart and buy your PlayStation controller or whatever you want to ask it to do, it can do. But in the back of its mind, or in the back somewhere in the deep recesses of that software, it'll say some shit like this.
Fucking die.
What? Oh my god. Oh.
And kicking it, bruh. That's what I'm saying. People think this is funny, bruh. This is
Fucking die.
What? Oh my god.
look. And how many people in the U.S. population run faster than that? How many people gonna really outrun that robot if it moves at that pace or slightly at a higher pace? Bruh, that joint is gonna hawk you down and curse you out, bruh. This is scary. At least to me. I'm not saying I'm doom and gloomish, but this is just jarring for me to even like see it. And it's cool in a way because like it's technology. Like this is what technology gives us, and I'm learning technology. Like I know how to use Python and stuff like that. So I'm like furthering my knowledge into like how to work with this software and this just technology in general. So I get it, but everybody just thinks it's cool and funny and like, oh, we just want to take pictures, we gonna laugh and clown and stuff like that. Like, it's been too many movies. Of course, the number one movie that comes to mind is I, Robot. But another movie that comes to mind, I think it's got Bruce Willis in it. I think it's called Surrogate. Where everybody just went in this little pod in their house and they laid down in this bathtub type pod and they put this glasses on their face and they controlled their robot. They interacted. They had a personal robot that looked however they wanted to look. And they went out into the world and did whatever they did with, they do whatever they do with people. And somebody figured out a way to zap a robot, and that thing went all the way back to the person in their home with their glasses on, and it killed their brain. And people were dying from it. And then one day, somebody put that code against all the robots, and every last robot out in the world died, fell flat on his face, and the only people who were standing were the actual humans, and you could see very few humans just in and around everywhere. Everybody literally had a robot as their person, and all those people, wherever they were in their homes, they were dead. And this is scary to think, but it is what it is, man. Here we are, we 2025.
Hey.
For the age that you specified.
Like 70, maybe 65.
Oh wait, what? Hold on. So yeah, man, these Rizz bots, people, I don't know, man. People gonna figure it out one day. These Rizz bots may be cool, they may be funny to y'all or cute or whatever like that.
70.
Negro. Hold on. Like this may be cool to some people, but yeah, man, it's gonna be tough. I just want to know how people really think and feel about them. it was, I saw one video of somebody talking about how they felt about it. Let me see, is this it?
He came out of nowhere. A charming, cowboy hat wearing superstar.
Yeah, oh my God, you're looking like a total boss fam.
Rizzbot.
Yeah, always had the cowboy hat, sunglasses. He's always a very cool looking customer, the nice shoes.
Kyle Morgenstein met Rizzbot this summer and taught him how to dance.
We were teaching him some Lady Gaga dances and things like that.
Rizzbot spent several weeks with Kyle and the team at Texas Robotics. They used simulations and motion capture data.
You're moving its arm and guiding it through the motion, maybe the way you would teach a small child how to cook.
The moves were all programmed into Rizzbot and triggered by a man hidden nearby using a controller. But Rizzbot has to do some thinking of its own for those dance moves to sing. This is Spot, a four-legged robot built by Boston Dynamics.
See, I don't want none of this shit anywhere remotely around me, bruh. You know what I mean?
I did. Yeah, you have to read this story.
Like, I'm a spaz out if these joints get around me, bro. I'm gonna be like,
You are a worthless piece of shit, pal! Get out of my face!
that's what I'm gonna say. As soon as that joint coming around me, bro.
So,
And people just think I mean, I get it. It was, I'm not sure if it was many. I know it was more than one that they were like testing at a time, but you know, bro, this is just dangerous. This is dangerous stuff. To me, in my mind frame, this is dangerous. Now, I know software, like anything else, needs to be tested. I know that we're going to have, at some point in our near future, robotics. I know that they're going to be amongst us as people living here. I don't know how soon. Everybody tends to think 2030. I think it'll be well before that. I mean, we already have the robotics in place. Everybody's using AI anyway. So we're going to have some form of robotics. It's just, to me personally, in my thought, my brain, I don't think this is good. I just want to be the person on record saying I don't think this is good. I don't think it's good for a number of reasons, because one, it's a safety concern. What if I'm walking my dog, I'm walking my son, and he holding something in his hand, and the Rosebot just get the spazzing out, and he see a water gun in my daughter's hand, and he just get the, you know what I mean? And he knocked both of us. You know what I mean? Like, what if that happened? Like, this whole robot Rizz thing, it ain't a good look. It ain't a good look. Now, will it help us in the short term? Absolutely. Will it help our economy grow? Yeah, people will be displaced from jobs and stuff like that, and we can get into that in a few minutes, but will people be displaced from a job and all that? Yes. But will it help our economy grow? Yes. Absolutely yes. Astronomically in my eyes, but people will be displaced because we won't need so many construction workers. We can just build the construction things with the robots, and the robots are easily expendable, because if they get crushed, we can just deliver another one. You know what I mean? So I get it. Then you got to talk about the UBI thing, because with more and more AI, with more and more robots, now you need UBI, because people aren't working. When people don't work and there's no way for them to make money, they gonna start getting out here and doing this. And so we got to figure out something to do this. Like, we got to figure out something to like combat this. And my only guess is, I mean, just stay far away from these things. That's at least my thing. And the biggest reason I say that is because in the Rizzbot clips, they're cursing. In the Rizzbot clips, they're running. In the Rizzbot clips, they're like, nah, F you, or they're flipping you people off. So what? And we already seen that clip of that one Rizzbot at that concert, and he swung on somebody in the crowd. So what happens when that robot is doing security at a concert or security at NYE, New Year's Eve in New York, the ball drop, and they just get the wigging on somebody, bruh.
Till a few years ago, it would be unthinkable to have a robot this complex and just be able to navigate, move around in the world so nimbly and dexterously.
Professor Joydeep Biswas specializes in robotics at UT. He says that bots like Spot and Rizzbot have the ability to handle a lot of the intricacies of movement themselves.
So it's actually doing a translation from like the high-level directional intent of the human to low-level joints, which all of the motors in this complicated robot can actually execute.
Including dance. The dancing is actually the whole point of Rizzbot. Kyle says the owner, who wishes to remain anonymous, is a trained biochemist who loves dancing.
His dream for Rizzbot is to be able to dance like him and to be sort of a group number where you've got robots and people interacting and dancing together.
It's a future that might be closer than it seems. In Austin, Eric Hendrickson, KXAN News.
Yeah, man. So, you know, and these robots, man, just it's a serious thing, you know. To me, in my eyes, I just don't think it's I just don't think it's a good overall look long term for America. But again, I don't make the damn robot, so I can't stop the robot. But yeah, man, if people want these robots out and about in our streets and stuff like that, so yeah, you know, it's gonna be difficult, man. Yeah, like it's just gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult for people to like kind of stomach and get over, and but yeah, man, people are gonna
My name is Jake, but perhaps better known as Rizzbot.
Rizzbot, also called Jake the Rizzbot, is a 4-foot humanoid robot sporting a cowboy hat, developed by the Chinese tech firm Unitree Robotics. Fueled by large language models, the bot entertains people with a mix of witty banter and street-style slang.
Up, Ma! That leopard print dress got me going, Queen!
Roaming through the streets of Los Angeles and Austin, the robot's odd personality instantly made it a viral meme. His sole mission in life is to walk up and rizz random people on the street. Ironically, he sprinkles his speech with internet slang, AV phrases, and meme sound effects. In the clip, Rizzbot makes his entrance telling the humans to check out his drip and give it a rating. He says, "I'm a savage bot with game ready to steal your girl." Before long, people online and on TikTok were posting their own takes on Rizzbot. Take one post where filmed Rizzbot walking up to his car, syncing it with the popular Jet 2 holiday sound. China has intensified its artificial intelligence campaign, aiming for global leadership by 2030 through major government funding. Rizzbot trending is low-key a sign that China's finding its own lane in global meme culture. What meme should I break down next? Let us know.
Yep. This is where we at. But hey, you know, I mean, I'm not surprised by it. Like I said, everybody knew it was coming. We already have AI driving cars and stuff like that. So that's what we do as that's not what we do. That's what we already got going on. So yeah, man, it's just where's that one where the person was talking about how they feel about it? I can't find it. I had it. I thought I had it saved. Because I want to like, no, not the moments. Everybody just has a, oh man, where is it at? I don't. I can't even find it. Maybe it's not here. Maybe it's somewhere else. But yeah, man. Yeah, and there's gonna be bigger implications because, like I said, when these robots really get introduced and they get like a good footing and a staple in our economy and stuff like that, these robots are going to be everywhere. So then you have to worry about people interacting with the robots. You already have to worry about safeties from these robots don't wig out and like slap somebody. So you got to worry about them not hurting somebody. If you can get past that, then you got to worry about them not damaging people's property, breaking into homes, like just doing, like going AWOL, basically, like going off the grid and off the software. Then you got to worry about the jobs that they're going to take up. Now, the jobs that they will take up are more dangerous jobs. You know, they'll deal with like sewage or trash, or they may build buildings. They may do dangerous labor. There's already companies that have roofing, that do roofing for homes and large scale businesses and stuff like that. But they just have like the racks and the things just kind of roll out, plant stuff and strip stuff down and staple it down and then move on. But man, these robots, bruh, it's just I really don't know what to say, but they're coming, and once they get here, people are going to be displaced. How are people going to respond to that? People going to be, so then you have to talk about UBI. So what UBI is, universal basic income. So now if we just have robots everywhere and they're taking all the construction jobs, there may be, God forbid, that they're doing any human policing. You know, you don't want to have no disturbance next door and then a robot show up at a house party, or a robot show up at some gathering and somebody's hurt, or a concert and, you know, bullets is flying and the robot's got some type of strap himself because he gonna be out there wigging out, you know what I mean? He just gonna be shooting. He gonna be knocking people down, you know what I mean? So you don't want him, God forbid he does any type of law enforcement, the robot. Then you gotta worry about the medical side. So now you may have robots that are doing full on treatment while the patient is sick or going through surgery. So now you got the robot doing amputations or basic surgery or dental work or all type of stuff. Then you got all these people are going to be displaced. What do? So we're going to have to pay these people to work. I mean, pay these people to live, but how much do we pay them? They're not working, so what can they do? They're going to have to get a job doing something. What job do they get? You know, we're right back at square one. So, man, it's just going to be interesting to see. I'm excited in a way to see what they do with the robot, but I'm not excited for the overall, like, I don't think robots are a thing that humans were meant to have. This is just me giving my raw thoughts and opinions. I don't think robots are things that humans were meant to have. I think we're able to use robots and tools, but I don't think we're meant to have robots live amongst us and stuff like that. I just don't see the real long-term benefit to it. I mean, if you're talking about what everybody just kind of has going on and stuff like that, yes, of course, but man, you don't want these robots just out here roaming around, getting into stuff. Somebody gonna end up capturing a robot. They gonna end up trying to break down the robot. You got competing people. Now you're gonna have some clouds. Now you're gonna have some hacker group done got one of these robots done bypass whatever ethics software it had. Now they got this robot out here doing hits. You're gonna have gangsters doing hits with robots, bro. You're gonna have all type of craziness. I just don't think that I don't think it, as humans, it's worth it. Because I don't see no real long term. I see tremendous short term upside to robots, absolutely. Short term, Nothing but upside. Long term, to me, nothing but downside. It ain't even going to help men and women. And because I do pot the balloon reviews, let's just talk about that. It ain't even going to help men and women in their relationship. A relationship is already strained by, we see how people think and move on these pot the balloon shows and just in life and love and relationships already. The relationship's already strained by what people think, which is completely false and or just wrong, and you're never going to get it. Now you introduce a robot. So, okay, if I had the ability to have a robot and I'm a single man and I make whatever, I make money, I don't know what I do. You know, I sell Pokemon cards or whatever. It doesn't matter what I do for a living. I make money to I have money to have a robot. That robot cooks for me. Well, I don't even need the robot cooking for me because we already have services like HelloFresh and Butcher Box and all that where you can get food and, you know, you can have a chef. You can just pay somebody to bring food to you. So we already have Uber Eats. We already have HelloFresh where we can get fresh food sent to us. We have Instacart where I can go grocery shopping at Walmart and just have somebody deliver it to me. That's another industry that's going to be put out of business. Driving. So ain't going to be no more Ubers because it's all going to be robots and or just self-driving cars. So everybody's going to have anything that they want at their fingertips. So how does love and relationships get better with robots in place? They don't. They get worse. Because now I don't need a wife if I already have a robot cooking and cleaning. I don't need a spouse if I have a robot helping me with things around the house. Or a woman. The woman doesn't need a man if she has a robot that fixes her window when, I don't know, her son cracked it throwing a ball. She don't need a man when her Nissan Altima breaks down, you know what I mean? Her Nissan Altima breaks down. She got her robot out there, you know, putting a new alternator in. She don't need no damn robot. She don't need no man. You know what I mean? So I just don't see how these robots help love and relationships at all. I see it being completely detrimental. You know, I'd love to hear what y'all got to say about it. You know, put your comments down. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. But yeah, these robots are just going to be destructive to love and relationships because there's going to be no physical need for the other partner. And this is just coming from the woman. Now from the man, yes. Until they put some, you know, until they put some, I don't even know I'm trying to be YouTube clean, you know. But until they put a box on top of the robot, I don't know. The man is going to want to be with a woman. But the woman ain't going to need the man if she's got the robot to do all of her non-sexual things. And maybe even a woman, maybe she gets a male robot and, you know, they already are familiar with straps and that robot pins her down and, you know, donkey dicks her, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to be YouTube clean. I just don't see how relationships happen. Because if I have a robot and it's got a box on it, well, niggas is going to be you ain't going to see your friends no more. They going to be in the house busting down their robot 24/7. Busting their robot down 24/7. You ain't even going to see your friend no more. You going to go over your friend's house and be like, damn, man, I ain't seen you in forever. You going to walk in this house. Bruh, my man done lost 15 pounds in a month. I had the robot 23 days smashing her 4 times a day, putting in work on that robot, bruh. He done lost all this weight from all cardio, pounding his robot out. And the girl gonna be the same way. She gonna be in the house getting back blown out 24/7 by the robot. 24/7. So they just single, living apart, and now they got robots. Now, what do they do? How do they get money? I don't know. The only other way to keep them safe and housed is you got to give UBI. It's got to be universal basic income. So there has to be some type of money because she probably loses her job to something AI related and or by a robot. The guy definitely loses his job primarily to the robot. So if he's a construction worker, if he's a cop, if he's like a certain type of doctor or something like that, or he has to do some type of physical labor or job where he has to physically do something, there's no need for him to do it no more, because you can just get the robot to do it. And the robots work round the clock. Another thing that I think will happen when we get robots is everything in the world is going to go to 24/7. It's no need for it to cut off at 9 to 5. So let's say I got a roof leak. I can get a robot over to my house and patch that roof leak instantly. I ain't got to worry about calling AJ's roofing service and get him out the next day. I can get a robot over there instantly. Or if I have my own robot and the roof start leaking, hey robot, go ahead and handle that. See what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see. I just wanted to put this out there and see what y'all thoughts and comments were. So let me know. Like I said, I wasn't going to be too long on this. I think we about 35 minutes in, something like that. This is just a real short stream, and I'm trying to see like what days and times like if I can segment out my me doing content. So I'm gonna get back to doing Pod the Balloon reviews and stuff like that, and uploading them. I don't want to just do a live stream and then cut the live stream and do it that way, which I may have to. It's kind of annoying, but thinking I'm gonna have to at this point, just to keep up with like the content. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think. Make sure when you see this video, you like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to everybody who's gonna watch this, and yeah, man, appreciate y'all. I just wanted to get my thoughts and feelings about this love robot, bro, because it's about to be gangsta out here, bro. It's about to be turned up to the max. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'm out.